wanna know a puppet furry?
You'll be a hippo
Before too long.
Bum 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 bum.
Yay! Puppet furry!
Oh look, it's a human.
How are you, little mate?
Not three bad, not three bad.
And hi to all you guys out there,
And welcome to the Crocodiles and Dragons show.
where we're going to teach you guys the basics about reptiles via YouTube.
Yeah, their external features, feeding habits, housing, husbandry, etc, etc, etc.
And we'll introduce you to the live animals here on the show.
So, what's the first animal for our first show, Furry?
I thought long and hard about this puppet furry and decided on the inland or central bearded dragon.
And what made you come to that decision, oh great fuzzy one?
Hey, don't be cheeky. Well, it's the most common first pet that most people purchase when they're getting into reptiles. So I thought they were the most important at the moment.
So, who have we got there?
This is Lucy and her little boyfriend Jose.
And where's Hose B?
What? But these guys, they have to camouflage to the desert, and so yellow is a perfect colour for them. You can get them in reds and oranges as well, golds, but Lucy can change from that colour to a bright yellow like my shirt within seconds. So, and that's all got to do with where they come from, or also camouflage.
What's with all these spikes?
They're for protection. And I want you to touch those little spikes on her side there as well.
Spiky.
Yep, touch those ones on the side. Are they soft?
Yeah.
You know why they're soft?
Why?
So she doesn't poke herself in the eye.
Yeah, and they also use those spikes to protect themselves.
To protect themselves, that's right. And so she doesn't want to hurt herself. And so what she'll do is when she gets cranky, she puffs her beard out like that, and that makes herself look bigger to the other animals. And also she will fill her body full of air, and those little spikes become quite sharp.
And why are they called bearded dragons?
Can they have a beard? Just like you and me, puppet furry.
What's a predator?
It's something that wants to eat them, like birds, larger lizards, like some monitors, dogs, cats, sometimes even humans.
So, not puppets then?
No, you don't have to worry about it, not puppets, mate. But humans sometimes do silly things when they're scared. We drive cars, and that's one of their biggest predators.
Now, Furry, are reptiles warm-blooded or cold-blooded animals?
Cold-blooded. Do you know what that means?
Yes, it means they have cold blood.
Not really, puppet furry. It means that their body temperature is consistent with the outside temperatures.
So, if they needed to heat up their bodies, what would they have to do, Furry?
They go and sit in the sun. Or, if they need to cool down, they go and sit in the shade. Or, get in the water. Because too much sun, or too much heat, can actually hurt your animal.
Well, what do they need to do when it's winter then?
They go into brumation.
Don't swear at me.
I didn't swear, it's brumation. It means they go to sleep for a few months of the year.
Do they hide in a log or a burrow?
Yeah. Anywhere where they feel protected.
I thought that was called hibernation.
No, warm-blooded animals hibernate, like bears, because there's nothing to do outside. It's snowing, it's very cold, there's no food, and so they go to sleep. But reptiles, they brumate. Body temperature goes up with the sun, down with the cold. The way that Lucy and Jose heat up their bodies even quicker is by flattening their bodies out and pointing it towards the sun.
Like a solar panel.
Yeah, exactly. Good analogy, puppet furry.
Yeah, I'm pretty smart, eh? Now, do central bearded dragons lay eggs, or do they have live young?
they lay eggs.
And how many at a time?
Oh, 20 to 30. And they lay them in the sand. They take about 55 days to hatch out.
And when they hatch out, do they get any parental guidance at all?
None at all, mate. They avoid their parents at all costs because they might actually become one of their next meals.
Jeez, that's a bit rough.
Yep, it's tough out there in the wild, being a bearded dragon. Everything wants to eat you, you want to eat everything else.
So it's like survival of the fittest then, is it?
Yep. Out of those 20 to 30 eggs, not many of those would make it to reproduce like Lucy and Jose here, mate.
And how old would that be?
Lucy's 4, Jose is 3.
So what should Jose eat for all our viewers out there?
Oh, flowers, plants, fruits, vegetables, bugs, insects, mice, worms, just about the lot.
How often should you feed them, Furry?
Well, when they're hatchlings, you know, probably a little bit every day is good, but when they get bigger, probably every second day, yeah, variety is the key.
Sweet. Hey, Furry, why is Jose's beard going black?
He's talking to Lucy.
He talks?
It's like sign language. He's saying to Lucy, he's saying, I'm having a bad day, or I'm having a good day. It's up to Lucy to work that one out. And then he starts running around, bobbing his head up and down. And he's saying to Lucy, he's saying, I'm the boss in this environment.
Then what does Lucy do?
She either does this like slow push-ups, or she waves her arm back at Jose.
Is she saying goodbye?
No, it's like a submissive move. She's saying to Jose, I know you're the boss and leave me alone.
Hey, Furry, isn't Lucy the boss though?
Shh, don't tell him that.
Now what about their enclosures? What do you think is the ideal enclosure for a central beardie?
Personally though, I use the large URS plastic enclosures.
Why is that?
Well, they're light for easy moving, easy to clean, look presentable, but a 4-foot aquarium will still do the same trick.
Do they need heating and lighting?
Yes, Puppet Furry. Coming from a desert environment, they rely on heat to be active.
How hot do they like it?
I used about 30 degrees for most reptiles. That's a safe temp really for everything, the majority anyway. It wouldn't matter if it got a little bit hotter though, 33, 35 in the hot end.
And down the cool end?
Probably about 10 degrees less, 22, 24, around there. You know, it can vary. It's not that important because you've got to remember, out in the wild and that, temperatures fluctuate a lot for them. So,
what are some other examples of dragons, Furry?
You ever heard of a frilled neck lizard, Puppet Furry?
Yep. Aren't they the ones that look like they have an umbrella on their heads?
Yeah, well, kind of. They use that the same way that these guys use their beards for protection and also mating rituals and things like that. And another dragon is the eastern water dragon.
And aren't they the really quick ones that live near the creeks and rivers?
Yep, that's them. Did you know my mate had one that was over 50 years old?
Wow. What's that in puppet years?
Don't be silly, Puppet Furry. Anyway, mate, it's about time to go. That's the end of the first show.
Really? That zipped around pretty quick.
You reckon?
So make sure you watch out for episode 2, the Eastern Blue-tongued Lizard, coming soon.
If you like this episode, feel free to subscribe and like us on Facebook. Use the links down here below.
And if you have a question for me, leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. See yas!
Catch ya.
Hey Furry,
Yeah, mate.
what's Lucy's favourite song?
I don't know.
Stop dragging my heart around.